What are we cooking today? We started off with...
You cook.
What have we got in there? Ginger, garlic, bay leaves?
No, ginger garlic.
What's that?
Bay leaves, cardamom, some cloves,
Cloves.
and the cinnamon sticks and onions in ghee.
And this is for your fried rice recipe. And you're sautéing it until it goes...
You do the putting the rice in there.
Putting the rice. In goes the rice. So the rice has been washed and cleaned and it's been sat there for about 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And now we're gently stirring the rice. You don't want to go too heavily because you'll break it. And then what will you do with this? What's the next thing you're going to do? Turn down the heat.
I'm going to add some salt.
I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Salt to taste. So remember there's salt in there when you're adding the other ingredients. Gently give it a stir. Remember, gentle, because we don't want to break the rice. This is for an easy fried rice recipe. I'm just adding some water to it. How much water would you add? Hot water.
Yeah.
How much hot water have you used?
I will add some extra water because I'm going to drain it.
Okay. So it covers the rice and more because you're going to drain the rice. So you're going to let it boil.
Yeah.
And you're going to let it boil until it's fully cooked or 3/4 cooked?
3/4.
Okay. Do you stir it in between or do you just let it boil?
Yeah, let it boil.
So how many minutes would you let it boil?
7 to 8 minutes.
7 to 8 minutes. Okay, have you been checking the time? What time did you put it on?
I know, 30.
Okay, so it's been 2 minutes already. Added a little bit of colour.
Orange colour.
Orange colour.
I'm putting that green. Good now.
3 minutes. Make sure it's not fully cooked because then you're going to not end up with fried rice. The rice is boiling. I'll show you what else we've got. So we've got some carrots chopped up, peppers, we've got green peppers and orange peppers. We've got some spring onions, we've got some ginger and garlic all chopped up as well. The rice, as you can see, the rice isn't broken. And
3/4 cooked.
3/4 cooked.
Yeah, I put it.
Have you transferred it to another bowl? Tray?
Cook. If you don't spread it out, it will overcook.
Okay. So the rice has been drained and now it's been transferred to another container and it's laid out flat so that it doesn't overcook because we don't want it to overcook. What oil have we added today?
Just oil, vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil.
Don't ask me, just say vegetable oil, okay?
Just frying the prawns.
Yeah.
Have you marinated it in anything?
I added a little bit of soy sauce.
Soy sauce.
I actually chopped the prawns
Why was that?
so that you get more flavor.
Clever. And you don't have to cook the prawns for too long, do you?
No.
Because what happens if you cook it for too long? They become rubbery.
Rubbery, yeah.
Rubbery, yeah. Just adding a little bit more soy sauce.
Yeah. You don't add any spices or anything, just the soy sauce
Okay.
and some black pepper.
Black pepper. Would you just stir fry it for a couple of minutes?
Yeah. And I'll be adding some chopped garlic and some ginger.
A little bit of ginger and some garlic. Nicely
Fry
chopped.
that together.
Stir fry that.
I'm not adding any salt because the soy sauce put salt in it.
So there's enough salt content in the actual soy sauce, you don't need to add any extra. Okay. And this was not cooked prawns, was it? This was raw
the raw
prawns.
prawns, yeah.
Okay. So if it was cooked prawns, what would you do?
Couple of minutes.
This is ready now?
No.
How do you know when it's ready?
You can see the ginger and garlic and stuff need to be fried as well, otherwise you get the raw taste.
Okay. But we don't want the prawns to go too
Rubbery.
rubbery. Just want to You want to add anything else, or are you happy with?
I'm happy with it.
So we're transferring it from the wok onto another dish. Why would you be doing that?
I want to add the prawn last.
Okay. You need to turn down the heat.
Yeah, I'm adding some olives.
Give that a good stir fry. Do you want it to be soft? How do you want that, the onions?
Medium sort of.
So still have that little bit of crunchiness.
Yeah.
Crunchiness. Okay.
I know. Add an egg. Like a fried egg here.
So you could.
Scrambled eggs, yeah.
Okay, so you could add an egg.
Yeah, I'm going to do it now.
Okay.
That adds more taste.
Do you want me to stir and you'll get the egg?
You get the egg.
Do you add anything else to it?
Not at the moment, no.
So why are we adding the egg? To give it more flavour?
Yeah.
So this will become part of the fried rice.
Yeah.
Done?
Yeah, it's got to be dry.
I think it's done.
Yeah.
So you've transferred it to another dish. You're going to keep that separate.
Yeah. You want to wash the pan?
The rice has cooled down, and as you can see, it's not overcooked, and it's still separated. So we wash the wok, and now for the next step. Add some oil. So you can use sunflower oil, coconut oil, sesame
to
oil.
add taste, what I'm going to add, I'm going to add a little bit of ghee.
Ghee. Oh. So could you add butter?
Yeah, I could add butter as well.
Okay.
I'm going to add some curry leaves in it.
Whoa. Okay, the sizzle, the pop,
And the ghee. And the carrot.
So the carrots were chopped. You can add any vegetables,
Yeah,
can't you?
yeah.
So you could even have.
If I had white cabbage, I would have added some white cabbage to it.
Okay.
That would be a nice taste.
So today we've got peas, carrots, peppers, and you can add cabbage. Any vegetables that you want, really. Mushroom. Yeah. How long do you stir fry this for?
3-4 minutes.
4 minutes. Okay. So you still have that crunchiness in the carrots, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't want it to be too soft. You want that little bit of crunchiness.
Soy sauce into this one.
A little bit of soy sauce. So as you can see, most of today's cooking has been using soy sauce, haven't we? And because you've got soy sauce, you really don't need to add any salt.
Maybe a little bit later.
Yeah, so we'll season it later once you've tasted it.
And the
Pepper,
Yeah.
black pepper, ground black pepper.
ground black pepper.
Give that a good stir. Does it taste okay? Does it need a little bit more? No?
Salt.
Bit of salt. As I said, it's all to your taste whether you add salt or not.
Okay, now I'm adding the green pepper and the orange pepper.
Okay. Give it that colour. If you've got red pepper, you can add red as well.
Yep.
Remember, you have to keep the crunchiness. So don't overcook it. And the peppers and the carrots, they're all chopped to a nice small pieces. Are you going to taste it again? Because you've added a couple more ingredients.
You want to taste it? Come on. Everything is done.
Yeah. I think the peas are ready. A little bit more.
adding the egg back.
So you're adding the egg back, okay. And then are you going to add the prawns as well?
Yeah.
Or will you add the rice, then the prawns?
I can add the rice and the prawns.
Which one are you going to put in first?
I'm going to do the prawns.
Okay. Ooh, yummy, yummy. It already looks good. And of course all the flavour from the prawns is in there, it's locked in. You've got it in.
Because I marinated the prawn with soy sauce for 20 minutes. Then I fried that soy sauce, the prawns with some soy sauce and the black pepper and garlic. So that gives a nice taste.
And then you took out the prawns, but you left the sauce in there and you fried the
egg and the onions.
egg and the onions. So it's retained the flavour.
Okay, now I'm going to add the rice.
Slowly add the rice.
You can see the rice is cooked nicely.
Yes. And it's separate. It's not stuck together. You're going to mix it and then add more. I think you should mix it.
And finally, I'm going to add some spring onion to it.
So it's on a really low flame. You've mixed the rice with all the ingredients that was prepared, which
you can add a
and then you're going to leave it for a minute.
Yeah. Because the rice was cold.
And here you have vegetable. It's not vegetable stir fry.
Yes, prawn fried rice.
It's prawn fried rice with vegetables. And it looks lovely and yummy. Stir fried prawn fried
Fried
rice.
rice, yes. It's ready.
It's ready.
Yeah.
Okay, who's going to taste first? Come on, come on, come on.
You can taste.
No.
My goodness, small spoon. Good? Happy with it?
And here we have